I'm joined by UMass Boston softball head coach Natalia Ardagna. Coach, a difficult week, but there's certainly some positives to take away. Let's start with game one against UMass Dartmouth. You had two players who were putting together great games before a difficult seventh inning. Caley Ruggiero had 3 extra base hits, was really driving the ball well, and Melchionda, her second 10 strikeout game of the season. What did you see out of those two ladies in the first 6 innings of that game against UMass Dartmouth?
I mean, they were playing with a lot of confidence, and I think that is, something that we've been really, really trying to work on with our team is just playing with confidence, and not having a lot of experience in starting, not a lot of experience with conference play, so there's a lot of apprehension and kind of self-doubt. I think, trying to get the two of them to play with a lot of confidence, should definitely be able to show the team that, if you kind of believe in yourself a little bit, it'll pan out in your favor.
How much in preparation for this week, how much of this is a mental thing? Obviously, you guys you've had patches where maybe you've struggled a bit in the circle or with the bats or defensively, but how much of it is just getting your team mentally right heading into this last week? Because despite a little bit of a struggle this last week, you're still very much in contention to get into the LEC tournament, and you've proven in the past you can get in. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the mentality that we're taking going into this week is, you really do never know what's going to happen. So you have to really kind of be able to take advantage of those opportunities. I mean, every game that we play, we're gaining experience and we're growing and we're starting to understand the level of play that's needed. I think there's more positives than negatives that have come out of the past, 7 losses, but I still think there is definitely an opportunity for us to, push open the door a little bit more. I'm excited, to see if they can kind of get over that mental hump. I do think that at least 75% of our obstacles right now are all mental. I'm not really sure that it's, because we're lacking talent. I think a lot of it is mental and that could be attributed to the lack of experience or, just the youth of our team. But nonetheless, there's still obstacles. So we got to figure out a way to work through them pretty quickly.
Two players who are very excited to kind of take advantage of some of their opportunities, Sarah Harlinski and Diaute, in that game 2 against UMass Dartmouth, where you guys got off to a slow start. We're scuffling. Both of them came up with 2 hits. How big is it to get contributions up and down the lineup? We kind of know what you're going to get from Kelly Danahy, Caley Ruggiero, Brittany Burkett, but to be a 1 through 9 lineup to get those kind of contributions, especially in some must-win games coming up this week.
It was, it was awesome. I get so fired up, when someone gets an opportunity to do something and they take advantage of it. Sarah has been awesome and super open-minded. So we asked her, to kind of move over back to the left side of the plate. And we think that is going to be something that's good for our lineup. And that's going to help her get on base, which is definitely going to help her see more time in games. And the same thing with Allie. We just needed people to get on base, and Allie stepped up and took care of it. So I was really, really, really proud of the two of them.
Looking at this week, 2 games against Rhode Island College, 2 games against Keene State, and 2 games against Eastern Connecticut State. It's difficult to say a game is a must-win, but how big is it to get it at least 1 against Rhode Island College to keep yourself in contention, and honestly, just to feel like the monkey's off your back after this long losing streak?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a must-win situation in order for us to even, have an opportunity for the playoffs. I'm more concerned with trying to get them to move through those mental blocks that we talked about and trying to get them to progress through that, because regardless of, whether we do win the next 2 or win the next 4, or the next 6 or lose all 6, we still have to be able to continue to build a foundation, looking forward. And where we have such a young team, every inning is so important in regards to experience. So, I think we're really just trying to be able to execute whatever plan of action we put in play.
What is going to make this a successful week for your coaching staff and for your team, no matter whether you're in the LEC tournament or not?
I think generating a consistent amount of runs is definitely going to be a victory in my mind, just for them to see that they have the ability to be able to put up, a solid number of runs at any given time. Really looking for a lot cleaner level of play, less mental errors, and trying to make sure we're playing, good, smooth softball. I think those, if we can get a combination of those things, at any point in time, I think we have a pretty good chance.
Coach, can't wait to see the team on Tuesday against Rhode Island College, and then 4 big ones this weekend against Keene and Eastern. Good luck all week.